Hi, this is Vicki with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and today I'm going to make this beautiful card for you. This is a patchwork card, and it was super easy to make. We actually made this at my last card class. We're using the designer series paper that features the pansies, and we're also minimal stamping. We're going to use the Pansy Patch stamp set and just say happy birthday. So without further ado, let's get started. As I mentioned before, we're going to be using the Pansy Petals designer series paper, and just take a look at this, how beautiful it is. This paper is actually conducive to the dies, and I don't have the dies handy right now, but you can actually, I'll show you one of them I've already cut out. It fits perfectly. I'm not using them for this particular card, but there is an outline of, I don't know if you call those like edgelets or framelets or what, but you can see, you can cut the pansies out, both sizes. There are dies for them, and it cuts out perfectly. But look at this beautiful, this is probably my favorite of all of it. Such pretty paper. This paper is so pretty, as I just showed you, that I wanted to use lots of the different colors and styles and stuff like that. So there are 4 of these that I'm using, and these are 2 1/4 on each side. So 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Then I'm going to use basic white, which is 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm going to layer it on top of a piece of basic gray cardstock, which is 4 by 5 1/4. Then I have a piece of Whisper White to go on the inside, which is also 4 by 5 1/4. And this is Bumblebee, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/4 in the center. Let's go ahead and get our pieces on, and I'm going to use my silicone mat for that. Don't mind the marks that are across it. This is actually from a stamping blend, Magenta Madness. So if you're wondering if you can get it off, get the stamping blend ink off, no, it does not come off, at least not easily. It didn't for me. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where I want these to be, just kind of position them in place, and I will end up stamping right along in here where I want my sentiment to go. So just going to put these in place where I want them to be. So I think I want to have it fairly close on these sides here. Okay. So most of this is going to show. I'm just going to put my finger on the corner there where it is not going to show, where it's going to get cut off. And I'm going to put glue on it. I'm using my silicone mat because glue won't stick to it, and I mean it'll wash right off, and I don't want to get it all over my countertop. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same right here. Just going to kind of put my finger along there where I don't want it to be, and just add glue to the rest of it. Then I'm going to meet it up together right here. Trying to be careful to not get glue where I don't want it to be, because we will cut that off. Alright, so then I'm just going to kind of bend it where I won't have glue where it's not supposed to be. And I do know that it's on this side of that point. So we'll do it like that. And we're going to line that up, the corners, the points in the center. Okay, now I don't want any peekaboo holes in there. I want it to meet. I'm going to do the same thing right about in here. This will help me to have a guide of where to stop. And then we'll just cut that off. But it'll be much less messy this way. This is such an easy card to make, but so pretty and simple. Okay, so now we'll just take our scissors, flip it over, and I might get a little bit of glue, but it's not going to be a lot. And we're just going to trim that off. Yeah, I got a little rambunctious there with that glue. And I'll just have to clean my scissors afterwards. There's a couple ways that I clean my blocks and clean my scissors. You can use alcohol and a chamois, or you can use Goo Gone. You can also use lemon oil. If you have lemon oil, it works really well to clean the sticky off of things, like your scissors and your acrylic block and your desktops and stuff like that. Okay, put that to the side. Now I'm bringing in my Stamping Pierce mat and Basic Gray, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment right in here. It'll be in an angle. I probably should have centered it a little more, but I think it looks great. It actually is pretty close right in here on each side of birthday. Okay, then we're just going to glue it together. Super, super simple card, but oh so pretty. Love showing all those beautiful pieces of designer series paper, all the patterns and colors. And you could do this with just about any paper that you have and make a beautiful card out of it. It's very similar to the scrappy strip method. It's just not quite as willy-nilly. It's a little bit more controlled. Okay, then we're going to glue this on. I always have to make sure which direction I got it going, because I have been known to put it on upside down or the wrong side or whatever. This is a very small corner piece that I cut off, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it. Save your little scrap pieces. I mean, you don't have to save them forever, but you know, a lot of times you can use them. You can repurpose them. And that might not seem like a lot, but it actually is very cute like that. And then I'm going to do another one, I think, right along in here. I'm just going to place it right about here to decorate it. Might as well use that paper. Okay, so I'm just going to place it right here in the corner. Then I'm going to flip it over and trim that off. And that is very little stamping on this card. And oh so easy, right? So now we're just going to glue this on the inside. I think I'm going to do it with the bumblebee around near the bottom. I think that would look good. There we go. A little more noticeable down there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is to make a bow. Very small little bow. This is the gingham ribbon that is Bumblebee and Basic White. So I'm going to do a little bunny ear. I'm going to bring this over and then just pull it through right here. Then just tweak it the way you want it to be. As large or small as you want it to be. I'm going to use a glue dot. And finish it off just like that. Want a little bit more of an angle on it than that, so there we go. I'm not even going to put embellishments on it, and look how simple and beautiful that card is. I just love it. I think it's so cute and so easy to make. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the card. If you did, and if you like this video, please hit subscribe and ring the bell, and you'll get notice whenever I have future videos come out. From time to time, I do online classes, and the best way to find out more information about that is to go to my blog at mypaperconnection.com, and if you hit contact me and subscribe to my channel, you'll get notice of all the fun things I have going on. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. Bye.